everyone, and welcome back to Sandalwood. Today we're going to be finishing my house and saving the dream address. This is the last step on this island, and I'm so excited to be done with it, honestly. This is not going to be an elaborate build, honestly. It's just going to be kind of like what I have left in my pockets. And throughout the process, I was just kind of putting these random things in my house because I wanted Nook Miles. So, to start, we are going to actually close off this back room because I don't even have enough items to decorate it with or like wallpaper or anything. So we're just going to close it off. And honestly, I think it looks really cute. It'll also help me add more items to this build. I really want this room to be a kitchen and a dining room. And I honestly do that with like most of my builds, like on most of my islands. I just make this main room like at least a kitchen and a dining room. Sometimes I add a living room, but that's about it. If you can't tell, I'm not much of an interior decorator here on Animal Crossing. My forte is definitely outside of the home, but it's something I would like to build my skills in. So this room definitely evolves, but I had to go see Harv to get some items customized, and I just loved this little moment. Like, they're just like hanging out with maracas and a tambourine. Like, heck yeah, we had to jam out. So we're back in the home now. I did customize this table, and honestly, I'm actually not sure if it really works with those chairs, but at this point, I just kind of figured it was fine. And then I did customize this ironwood cupboard. I thought maybe it would look okay there, but definitely not. So we're gonna put it over here, and I think that actually looks really cute. So it just kind of like makes it like feel like, okay, yeah, this is the kitchen. And we're gonna put these ramen bowls here. I really wanted to do like a sushi station on this island, but it just like didn't really work out. So we're just gonna have a little ramen stop here in the house. Low-key, I did go to a treasure island, but yeah, I just didn't have enough items for the inside of my house. I thought I could use what I had left, but then I realized I didn't have enough. So we picked up some new things along the way, including these fans, and I think this color is actually going to work the best. It just adds a little bit of a pop of beachy color, and I actually really love it. So this is the complete build for this main room. I think it's cute, you know, for just kind of like whipping something together. I'm happy with it. And now it's time to get some of our other walls. I know I have some DIYs for some of the more beachy like wallpapers and flooring. So I definitely want to use the tropical vista, the underwater wall, and the sand and the water for sure on the bottom. So I honestly was just kind of flying by the seat of my pants to do this. Didn't really have an actual plan in mind, but I realized I needed to get a giant clam, so I was scouring the beaches to find one, because I feel like those are always the hardest ones to find. Like, there's always like one per day, and it's like you need those to do most of these little like, you know, beach items or whatever. So thankfully I did find one, and everything else was like a sand dollar. And I really wanted to pick this up, but then I was like, well, I'm going to save the dream address, so I'm just going to leave it there for the vibes. And now we have all of our wallpaper and our flooring ready to go. So let's get started on the next room. This is another room that really evolved over time. I knew I wanted to use this wallpaper. I was going to use a different flooring, but then I thought this just kind of goes perfectly. So we landed on this with the fish rug. I just want the theme of this room to be fish, I guess. I don't know. So one thing to know about me is that I love a clawfoot tub item. Like if I can use it in a bathroom in Animal Crossing or even in real life, what a dream. But anyways, if there was one thing I was going to use here, it was definitely this item. And I thought I was done here, but then I realized, I don't know, something fell off. It just felt like way too like empty and basic. So I did end up going back and switching out some of the items, including the mirror or like the vanity, and put some things on the wall. I love using the records as art. I feel like they honestly go better with some of like the wall placements than even the real paintings. So this is the final product. We added the shower and a monstera, and yeah, I just think it looks really good, especially for being like a basic thing, because I just want to be done. So now we're going to switch over to this room. I did accidentally forget to show the build of this, but this is a little mermaid bedroom. I just like had more like shell and mermaid items that I wanted to use, so this is what I came up with. And now it's time to work on the upstairs. So I already decided to use the Tropical Vista wall and the sand flooring. And I love this little rug. Like I feel like it just looks perfect there. So I definitely wanted to place a bed over that. And I have a rattan bed. So I'm going to use that. I was kind of just contemplating a lot right here. I was like, what do I do? But this is what I came up with to start. I just wanted it to feel like, I don't know, like your own little like spot here that you could like hang out. Like maybe it's like one of those like on the beachfront like villas or something. So I switched out this item a couple times because I knew I had some different little items. And I just wanted the colors to like really match. I felt like that green really tied the other green in. So this is what I came up with for our little beachfront villa. Of course we need a fan because, you know, it gets hot, and yeah, we need something to cool us down. So I'm really happy with this. It's very basic. Again, this was just me using the items I had left in my pockets, so nothing crazy. And that is the last build I'm going to show you. I did end up decorating the basement, which is kind of an underwater theme. Again, was just using the items I had left, and I think I'm just going to leave that as a surprise. You'll have to come to the dream address to discover what that looks like. And our house is now complete. So again, nothing crazy. I did add that TV on the wall because I just felt like it just needed something more. So yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out for just kind of powering through it. And I hope you take the time to come to the dream address and explore for yourself. And I will see you next time. Bye.